Hi everyone, Corey here from Tales from a Polk County Girl, and this is a viewer requested video. One of you, she hasn't given me permission to use her name or YouTube handle, but she sent me some messages asking some questions about flex binders and sizing. So I pulled out all of them. Well, all the small ones, not the big ones. And hopefully I'll be able to answer your questions. And I also made some notes about what the questions were, so hopefully I won't forget something. So first question I was kind of asked, let me get a little more comfortable on my couch, were the small composition books I used to fill my B6 flex, were they the ones that fit in the back pocket, in your back pocket, like your jeans pocket? And that one kind of got me for a minute, to be honest, because I went digging through all of my planner supplies, which, oh my god, a lot of these notebooks are left over from when I had traveler's notebooks and was using traveler's notebooks. So, I've got enough, like, notebooks, like, random notebooks for, like, scratch paper or whatever for a while. And I honestly completely forgot about some of them. So Corey, in the next few weeks, I put it actually on my to-do list in my planner. I will be going through the closet in the office, and I will be taking inventory of, just how many notebooks I have in what size, because a lot of them they were like the 3-packs of notebooks in various sizes, like especially the A5 half sheet size that you bought for like $3.99 at Marshall's, and I can like have those down the seam and punch them, and they'll fit in the Monster Flex for scratch paper. It'll be no problem. But I forgot they were there. Not to mention that the covers are pretty, so I could use the covers as dividers. So use what you got. Okay, so tangent, but back to the question of the mini composition book I was talking about, if that was the one that fit in your back pocket. Well, I found 2 sizes. This is the B6 size that I regularly cut these apart for paper for this. And that's what the sticker looks like. You get these for like 67 cents at Walmart. I literally bought a case of them last school year, and I still haven't got through them all. But then I found these, and searching for this, because I knew I had one of these, is why I, hang on. Felt a tickle in my throat. I didn't want to cough. Hopefully that won't. Okay. It was digging for this that I found the other ones, and I'm like, holy crap, I honest to God forgot that I had them. So for me, when it comes to a small composition book that fits in your back pocket, whew, sorry about that. I ended up coughing. Anyways, I'm okay now. Okay. Both of these fit in my back pocket. So if in terms of making a B6 flex, you need the bigger size. So the ones that are 5x7, they're 7 by 5 inches or 7.8, hopefully that'll focus, 7.8 centimeters by 12.7 centimeters. Okay. But as for, just having a quick little notebook in your purse or in your back pocket, these come in 3-packs from Walmart for a few bucks, and they're fine. They're 4.5 by 3.25. I hope that's focusing. Hopefully. But, I mean, these would be fine to keep in your back pocket, honestly. I don't have many of these, to be honest. I don't, so I hope that answers that question. But, while I was at it, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I am not only a fan of flex binders, but a fan of taking them and making them the size that works for you. And while the Mead Organize Her Shopping Companion, which was the half sheet size flex binder, was wonderful, you guys know the rings weren't big enough for me, so here comes the Monster Flex. But then I wanted something a little smaller to travel, the B6 Flex, which I'm currently also using as my writing notebook. But then I have this other one, and I've shown it before. I don't show it often, mainly because it stays in the car. But I have this Flex. This was literally the first cut down flex binder I ever made. The story behind it is that my friend Melanie had been talking to me about, because she had been here and actually filmed the unboxing of the pink Mead Organize Her Shopping Companion that I bought years ago. It's in the flex binder playlist video. I think it's like the first video of the playlist. It should be. And how I'm like freaking out and so excited about having this thing. But she looked at it and she's like, you know, this is great and everything, but I wish, you know, one came a little skinnier that, you know, fit those refrigerator pads, because she travels for work and that would have been perfect for her to go and get, you know, take it with her, put it in her bag and stuff. This is back before I even knew B6 size existed, or else I would have just made her one of these, because B6 rocks. But I had bought this flex binder and a couple others on clearance, and this cover happened to be one that was really damaged. Like there was a big jagged cut coming horizontally across the cover. So I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? And she had said something about, you know, like the refrigerator list, like that's what's in here. And so I measured it out and I cut it down. I've recently attempted to round the edges. And I sent her pictures of it. I said, what about something like this? Her response was, I love it. Can you do it in blue? I happened to have a blue flex binder, 1-inch rings, and I cut it down for her. We met up a few weeks later, and I gave it to her, and that thing has traveled with her around the world. So this thing's great. This one also will fit in my back pocket, even though the rings get in the way a little bit. It does fit in my back pocket. If I was actually wearing, you know, pants with pockets, I'd demonstrate, but you guys also don't need to see my fat butt. So this, if I'm not going to drop it, this is just one of those refrigerator notepads that I, as you can see, that I punched and placed in here. The reason why some of it is a little wonky, my 3-hole punch is very interesting. 3-hole punch. The punches like to move. And I got frustrated with this punch for such a long time. And I have an electric hole punch at work, so anytime I needed to punch something, not punch, but punch something, I would wait until I got to work and just use the electrical punch. Because I didn't have to think. It had a little guide. You put your stuff in. You push it up to like the edge where everything lines up. You press a button. Bzz, I could do 30 pages at a time. It's fine. But I figured out this hole punch this afternoon. Actually prepping for this video. So this one, I never took measurements of it, but it's just as wide. It's barely wider than one of these. Okay. And it's great. It's, you know, it still has the ability to have a pen in it. And like I said, this one lives in my car mainly. That way, you know, if I'm going down the road and I think of something, it's in the pocket of my driver's side door, and I just pick it up, flip it open, and I can do this one-handed, even though you're supposed to have two hands on the wheel. I just flip it open. I do prefer having blank unlined paper in this one just because for random notes. And the pen that's in it is an Elegant Writer. That's probably not coming through. But what's really cool is that it's got like a calligraphy tip. Like the calligraphy markers, it's that type. So I don't even have to think if it's writing because it's a marker and it will write. And I know it will write. So these stay in my car. So they're awesome. Oh, also something. I'm looking down at the Monster Flex and I just realized this. So, you know, I was using the pink Me to Organize Her shopping companion. I used that for a long time. Like the only reason I stopped using it is because the webbing right here started coming apart from the cover. That's why I stopped using it. And knowing what I know now, I could probably get like an upholstery needle and like sew it back together. But I've moved on. Also that night, now that I'm thinking about it, not only did I cut this down and make my first custom sized flex binder, but I did cut this down. I'm not joking. That was the night I made this. But I didn't know what I was going to use it for. The idea of making this into a planner at that point had never crossed my mind. It was, okay, cool, so that's what it looks like when it's got bigger rings and cut down and blah, blah, blah. Cool. I think it was a few months after that's when I bought, maybe it was a year. I don't know. I've got to look at the dates on some videos. But it's when I also bought the 50 purple Me Shopping Organize Her shopping companions. Again, unboxing video on the Flex Binder playlist. My husband filmed that and he thought it was absolutely ridiculous. So yeah. Alright, well, I hope that's answered your questions. If I didn't, please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to do a better job. If you guys have any questions on flex binders, again, if I haven't made a video of it already, which would be surprising, please leave it in the comments and I'll try to help you out as much as I can. I know some of you have already gone ahead and made yours. That's fantastic. If you guys have done videos on those, like showing them off, leave them in the comments. I want to watch them. You're also welcome to message me at the Tales from a Polk County Girl Facebook page. I do receive messages there. That's actually how I got the messages for these questions. So yeah, and I think you can send private messages through YouTube as well, or I could be wrong about that. But okay, so I think that's it. If you guys, anything, I'm not the expert, but I will do my best to answer your questions, okay? I'll see everybody later. Bye.